guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Get ready. At their own 25-yard line.
This is it. 19. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Woo! Check 26. Check 20. Alert. 59.
On first down, it's Watson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here to his running back. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Watch the screen. 54. Mike 54. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
First down.
We're set. 19. You. Check. 54. 51.
Now a first down throw. Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, but now it'll be 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Watson. He's got Burton here. And he's got this down to the 35. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run on first down. Tyson, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 20-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Tyson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
10 yards. And it's 3rd down.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Watch the run, watch the run. He's crashing. He's checking crack. Watch twins. Watch twins. 54.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Hey, alert 33. Check Mike 27. Check.
First carry for Nick Chubb, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Real. 41's the mic. Hey, zoom. Check back. 41's coming. 41's the mic. Watch twist. Regular. Hey, watch the ship. Watch.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check 52.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
Watson. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. We got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
We got it, we got it. On 3, on 3. Motion, motion, motion.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50, 31. Watch the ball, watch the ball. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Out of the gun, Watson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down, Houston.
Good set. 19. 50. I got one, I got one, I got one. Motion, 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 motion. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On first down, Watson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He was looking that time for Stills. Following the interception, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On second down now, Tyson, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike's 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
First down, Texans.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Right back to him on first down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they try the right side here, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
I got him. Hey, 50. 50's a Mike. 50's a Mike. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. All day. All day. Hey, 24.
Throwing on third down, Watson. This one into the hands of Burton. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Watson's throw here complete to Waring. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 41, hey, Echo. They gonna need some therapy. I got you.
Now Mayfield. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
He's sideline here, side on the right, side on the right. Hey, we got 3
Mayfield with it once more, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Pistol. Bang, bang.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Good. 180. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Mayfield on first down. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
20. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
On first down, Tyson. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Tyson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Watch one. Hey, 59!
Watson just beating the play clock. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The Texans send the punter out. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Cost it.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Mayfield on play action. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Double time. Hey, we got 4 down, 4 down. 24. 51 to Mike. Hey, watch the slant. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Watson now to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. You know that they were thinking second half comeback here. That's a big miss if they want to have a chance at that comeback.
A very big miss because time is becoming a real factor now, and they're 3 scores down.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That second down play nets a -4.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Spins by. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score, and the Packers adding to their totals there and their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Watson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movement.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Third and long, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Darren Lee picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a third and long now after the sack.
41's the mic. Pistol. Check. Go. Let's go. My time.
Third and long for Mayfield. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter.
Banjo.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 5. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8.
51. I'm trying to collect. Hey, Mike 51. Go. Ball shot.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep here for Stitt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Trying to get it that time to Stills. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Mayfield looks to throw, and it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Hatchet. Hey, 31. 61. Match box. Right. Out. 34.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. On 1st and 10, Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Mayfield now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a desperation. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
51. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. In the face. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm on.
Throwing again is Watson. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Intended for PPPT. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
51, Mike. Mike 51. That's it. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Man, I got you. Mike 54. Go.
One last throw here for Watson. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.